Hello, everybody.
Morning.
Getting set up. I'll be right back with y'all. What's up? I have it unmuted so everybody can say hi to each other for a little bit if you want to.
Can you move it or I'll move it?
Set up. I'll be right back with y'all. Everybody can say hi to each other for a little bit.
Dog, do they feels good outside? Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Are they gonna, how are they gonna do it? Are they gonna open it? Or just-
I think we're gonna, if they get it together, Oh, do you have your?
Oh, I was driving to Gary's the other day and was going the back road like we're both driving our mile.
Why is yours just- why is yours just showing me?
Because you talk.
Muted.
I put mine on mute. I did do the audio, but I put it on mute.
I did too. Oh, I'm not
Was
muted.
driving and I saw Ashley running. Is that
Oh,
what
that's
we're
right, they
doing?
do live back in there, yeah.
No, I'm muted. I just muted myself.
Oh, maybe. Hi, seriously,
Maybe all in the same room that have phones on, huh? Da-da-da.
I can't hear
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I guess it's my line.
All right. Okay. Well, we are getting ready to warm up for our for the Support Your Box WOD. Let me mute it. There we go. But let's start warming up first. So we're gonna do 5 minutes of like a cardio style. Hey, Kate. And then I'll move this up closer so you can see the board, and I have a warm up written out on the board. We'll make sure we get good and warm. We're gonna spend a lot of time warming up because these are, this one's not super short, but they're pretty intense workouts, and we want to make sure we do them well from the 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we spend plenty of time getting warm, and then we'll just do the workout. That's all we have on programming for today, and then I'll run ROMWOD immediately after. I'll stop and restart. So let's start warming up. Do about 5 minutes cardio style. Get your heart rate up, and I will be getting the rest of the warm up on the board or getting it closer so you can see it. All right. All right, if you're just getting here, you just signed on, we're within our kind of 5-minute cardio style warm up. So I'll make sure I'll get a clock here so that you can see. Keep getting your heart rate up. We're still doing kind of cardio style, and then we'll move into this next portion. So let me get a clock where you can see it. All right, about another 90 seconds here, and then we have some specific movements we're gonna do in our warm up today. So we're just getting our heart rate up, waking our bodies up. There you go, there you go, still moving. Another 40 seconds. All right, 15 more seconds of getting your heart rate up. All right, if you haven't done it yet, let's, if you're with me, let's drop into one side of that perfect stretch. So 1 foot out front, 1 foot behind you, kind of like a runner's lunge. And then we're going to clasp our fingers together and drive them overhead. And we're going to sit at the bottom of that perfect stretch for 30 seconds. So at first, we're just sitting with our arms overhead, chest up. Now you can take your hands down to the inside of your foot. Really sink into the stretch. Let it open your hips up naturally, though. Don't cram down into it. Turn one arm up and look overhead. And other arm. And sit back up and drive up out of that leg. Switch legs. Other one in front. Clasp fingers together and drive overhead. We're on the other side. If suspending the position's hard, drop your back knee. The main thing is that you want to be pushing down into your hips and making sure you're opening your hips up. Take your hands down to the inside of your foot. You can pick one up and turn and look overhead. And you can switch and take the other one up overhead. Get that torso rotation in there. We're gonna need our lower back working well for us today. Go ahead and come up out of it. All right, give me 5 inchworms. I know you probably can't see this very well, so I'll just say it. 5 inchworms, and then give me a distance of Spider-Man crawl. Okay, really hang out in the pike stretch, the hands down to the toes part of the inchworm for a second on each rep, because we really need to make sure our lower back is stretched and warmed up today. Okay, we got a lot of lower back intensive stuff today. So make sure every time when you go for your inchworm and you go down into your pike stretch, hold that for a few seconds, then walk hands out. Okay, if you just fall forward to your hands way out in front of you, you didn't get the stretch, your hamstrings up into your lower back. So make sure you really stretch that out. It's morning time. We've got lots of back stuff, so we want to make sure that we don't set ourselves up for a locked up back the rest of the week. Good, 5 inchworms, and then just give me a distance of Spider-Man crawl. After you've done some Spider-Man, grab your PVC pipe or your broomstick and have it in your hands. Just start mobilizing with that while we wait for everybody to get out of Spider-Man. We're gonna start off with some good mornings and then followed by some deadlifts. Okay, so put that on your back rack position. First, let's just warm up our lower back by sending our hips back and doing some good mornings. Okay, so hips back, legs as straight as possible. They have a slight bend, just so you're not tipping forward. Just the slightest bend in your knees, but you're really sending hips back, keeping your back nice and flat. And then when you come up, squeeze everything up your entire posterior chain. Come up and squeeze. So we're in good mornings. Dre, y'all look confused. Can you hear me? Are you okay? Okay, good. No, you're good. I was making sure you could actually hear me because you look like you're puzzled. Okay. You have 10 good mornings, and then we'll take the bar over our head down to a deadlift position and give me 10 deadlifts. Again, really over exaggerating the squeeze of the shoulders, the flatness of the back. We don't want to just grab a heavy dumbbell and that be the first time we've done this today. Make sure that it's nice and warm. So 10 good mornings with your PVC, 10 deadlifts with your PVC, lifting it as if it's heavy. So squeezing everything up and squeeze. Nice flat back at the bottom. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull your belly in. All right, now besides our lower back, we are gonna have to take these weights and take them overhead today. So let's take our PVC pipe, let's do some pass-throughs. You can do standard pass-throughs, you can go around the world with it and get a little bit of a rotation. After some pass-throughs, I want you to put it in your front rack position and just starting with strict press, warm up your shoulder to overheads. So you can do some strict press first, then you can take it into some push press, then you can even do a few thrusters because we're gonna be doing one arm dumbbell thrusters today. I'm gonna disappear for a second because I'm gonna look at something on my screen, but y'all keep going. So some strict press into some push press into some thrusters. Oh no, wrong one. Good. After you've done some thrusters, just add in anything else you feel like you need to do to be well-rounded and warmed up. We are then I'm gonna go over each movement in the workout and we're gonna warm those up individually. So don't worry about that yet. Just make sure that you feel like kind of well-rounded. Everything's warm. I know the exact movements aren't quite ready yet, and we're not gonna start anytime real soon. So you will have plenty of time. But just take another minute in case there's anything I left out that you need to get ready. Okay. Let me get this pulled up on my screen and we're gonna do it together. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. If you can see your screen or if you need to look at this workout, come on up. I'll say the movements, kind of describe them, and then I will take a second to demo them. So this workout is 1 time through for time. It's 200 reps for time. You need 2 objects, and I'm sorry, and I hate actually they put that in there, putting us in a little bit of trouble with a lot of people that grabbed a single heavy object. So, you know, we have a lot of different options here. This, you know, obviously the scaling, I know we always love to do as many of these things as we can RX, and that's awesome. I love that we have that drive, but we don't need to let it stress us out. Okay. So grab 2 of anything you have, and we're doing deadlifts. If you only have flat out only have 1 object total, I would rather, instead of you going to a PVC pipe because you don't have 2 heavy objects, I'd rather you use your 1 heavy object, and I'll show you how to do deadlifts with that. Okay, so just know we're doing 50 deadlifts with an object or 2 at first. Then we're gonna do 50, it says ab mat sit-ups, or it's just sit-ups plain on the floor. Then you're gonna do 50 alternating box, or I didn't even specify alternating, 50 box step-ups. I would always suggest alternating. I just don't want you to power out 50 on your strong leg. That seems silly, but I didn't read the description, to be honest, so I don't know if it makes us alternate. I'll look. And then we have single arm dumbbell thrusters. Okay, so that's a dumbbell in one hand, full squat, drive it overhead. Okay, so we know the movements. Let me get back out of this view now. There we go. Okay, so take a few minutes and kind of work on deadlifts first. Let's decide what we're going to do for our deadlifts. Like I was saying, I just wouldn't stress a whole lot about it. If you know, it is absolutely not the end of the world. A lot of people are going to have to scale weights because they won't have the exact weight. So my thought is, if you have to scale to 2 lighter weights, to me, there's no reason that if you don't have 2 of something that you can't use 1 of something. So I have 1 heavy dumbbell, and I can do a deadlift just fine right here and have it kind of where I start a kettlebell swing, and I send my hips back, touch, and pull. I'd rather someone do that than say, well, I have a 35-pound kettlebell, but if I need 2 of something, all I have is 3-pound hand weights. You know, I'd rather use the heavier object and have to deadlift that. Okay, so if you do have 2 of something, the deadlift today is down by your sides. So you'd be here, feet shoulder width apart, good deadlift form, and you'd be taking it all the way down and back up. Okay. So
Hey, Misty.
Yeah.
So if someone has 2 weights, 2 dumbbells that are different weights, you can also just hold those different weights in your hand and then switch, partway through.
Yep, absolutely. It might feel totally weird to have, especially if they're a big split, like a 35 and a 20. Train odd objects, be ready for anything. Put one in one hand, one in the other, do half the reps and then switch. Yeah, absolutely. That's not much different than when we do like a carry here and a push here. You know, it's just off weighted, not a big deal. So we're gonna get it done either way. I wanted to look at something real fast that I forgot to look at beforehand. For our, sit up standard, just normal standards. Make sure your back touches the floor. Make sure that your shoulders come past your hips when you sit up. Okay, we're just looking for long arm guys not to be able to sit partially up and just tap the floor by their hips and then lay back down.
They have us doing butterfly as well.
Do they say mandatory butterfly?
You can scale, but if you want RX, it looks like they want your feet together. I don't know. That's the way I read it.
I know, and I saw the demo like that. Let's see, ABMAD. Yeah, they say they put this one as start with feet together and shoulders on the ground. So it looks like they prescribed it as butterfly sitting today. So that's a little bit different for a lot of us because I don't ever do butterfly really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, go for that if you want to RX, just make that something maybe different for you that you have to do today.
Can you show us Misty? Can you show us what it looks like?
Oh yeah.
Please.
So butterfly style, so they just said the movement starts with your feet together. So butterfly, like if I'm doing a butterfly stretch, okay, and then shoulders on the ground. So whenever I do a butterfly sit up, my feet stay there, and I come up, and I usually just touch my feet. Okay, but same thing, my shoulders come past my hips when I sit up. It just means that a full sit up is not from here to here and back down. Okay, so make sure that you're coming all the way up, shoulders passing your hips. But yeah, looks like it wants your feet together in a butterfly sit today. For our step ups, let's all just say a quick thank you, Jesus, today to make us hold the weight on the step ups. Very happy about that. Andrew, did you see, I'm looking right now. Alternating legs is not required. Okay, so that means if I want to power out the first 25 on my weak leg, just get them out of the way, and then go to the 25 on my strong leg, fine. If I want to do 5, 5, 5, 5, whatever. You can alternate legs. You can do as many as you want on a single leg before you switch. So alternating legs is not required. And then the last movement is a single arm thruster. Let's see.
Alternating is not required.
Alternating is not, I would hope not, because that'd be ridiculous. So for your single arm thruster, you have the dumbbell on your shoulder. You go down to your full squat of a normal thruster and drive overhead. I always put my arm out for balance. This is my preference because I just feel like this doesn't really encourage my chest up. I feel like it's sinking on this side. So I usually keep that arm up for balance, but it would be probably just like in the open, whether they said it or not, make sure this other arm is not touching your body. So we're not down here pushing off our knee or anything like that. Okay, so alternating is not required. Again, you have to complete 50. And just for complete fitness sake, I don't care how strong you are on one arm. I don't think it's smart to do 40 reps on one arm and 10 on another, whether you're trying to race and get your best score or not. I think that's dumb as far as training goes. Unless you want to, after your time is up, then even out and do the rest on the other arm, but then your poor legs. Okay, so I would do 25 and 25 as far as my totals, but how you divide those up is up to you. Okay, so 50 deadlifts, 50 sit-ups, 50 step-ups, and then 50 thrusters. Is everybody good with this workout? We know it, we know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna take a minute. I'm gonna let you get your stuff together, get your music on. I'll have a clock set over here. Look at that puppy on the bed. Hi, dog. Yeah, and I think I see some of you already on the ground. Someone else asked me that. They said, look, here's the deal. if we only have one of a box at our house and two of us want to go at the same time, is it okay to start on a different movement? Because of the day we're in and because of the type of competition this is, I don't really care. And I would say that you shouldn't either. You know, if we're willing to scale things anyway and use paint cans and things like that, I would say being willing to start on a different station is totally fine too. Call it what you want as far as RX scale. If you do all the movements like they're prescribed anyway, I just say, let's get it done. There's baby Brea. All right, I'll give you another minute. Get your fans on. It's a mighty strong garage fan you have there, Andrew. Get your fans on, get your music on. I'm gonna get my ugly face out of the screen. This is for time. If you'd like to sync up with me on the clock so that you have an exact time, that'd probably be good, but I will put mine front and center on my screen so that you can see it. I just don't want you to have to run to your computer if you're not close to it. So I'll give a 3, 2, 1 countdown before I start my 10-second countdown, if you want to sync watches with me. We're starting with our 50 deadlifts. And yes, you have to complete all the reps of one movement before you go to the next movement. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Andrew looks ready. Okay, so I'm gonna start in 3 seconds. I'm gonna start my 10-second countdown. So 3, 2, 10 seconds. If our clocks aren't exactly the same, that's not a big deal. I just want you to be able to see your time. 3, 2, 1, go. $50 deadlifts. Look at Brolin, nice job. There you go, there you go. This is one time through for this workout, so work hard. You don't have to come back to this movement when you're done. Flat backs and those hips back. Make sure that we're bending our knees. We're not just bending over. Don't kill your lower back. Good work, y'all. It's only one time through on these. Get these done. Great job. When you get off your 50 deadlifts, you're going to your butterfly sit-ups. Good work, good work. There we go, there we go. A lot of people on to movement number 2. Good work. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Keep pushing. Get these done. You don't have to come back to them. Good, Dee Dee. Your step ups will be next. There you go. There you go. A lot of people on to movement number 3. Nice work. Means we're over halfway through this workout. There you go. There you go. After this, your last movement is your thrusters, your one arm thrusters. Good, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yep. There you go, Dee Dee. Good. One arm thrusters to finish the workout. Full squat. Everybody get all the way down. Nice job. Nice job. Come on, we're at 7:45 on the clock. Who can come in sub 10? There you go. There you go. Come on, we're at 8:30 on our clock. Nice job, Dee Dee. Good, good. There you go, Tracy. Keep working. I see you. Let's go. Good, Ash. Good, Aaron. Come on. If you get tired on one side, see if you can just pop it to the other side and do some on the other one. There you go, Laura. Nice, Michael. Way to go. Way to go. We're at 9:30. 9:30. There you go, Kate. Good. Good work, guys. Good work. There you go, Brolin. Come on, finish strong. Finish strong. We're at 10:30 on the clock. There you go. Come on, power 'em out. Stay with it. You got it, Andrew. I know you got that 55. Come on. There you go. There you go. Nice. Good, y'all. Finish strong. Come on. There you go, Ash. Keep going. Keep going. Good, Kate. There you go, Aaron. Nice job, Kate. There you go. Keep going, guys. Finish strong. Way to go. Way to go. Come on. Good job, Leanne. There you go, Ashley. You got it. Keep going, Aaron. Good work.
To everyday essentials, Specs offers more ways to get what you want when you want it. Cheers to save.
Ashley done? I think so. Nice. It looks like everybody's stopped moving. Ashley, here we go. Good. Keep it up, Ash. You got it. She's using that 35. You got it, girl. There you go. Yep, one at a time. Come on. Done. Fist bump. I was like, how am I gonna know when she's finished? Good job, y'all. Way to go, way to go. Everybody got your time? Make sure you put that in for your, I was trying to unmute everybody. It's not unmuting. Oh, there's everybody. We can listen to each other heavy breathe for a second. Nice. Oh, hey, Rebecca.
I'm gonna leave the meeting. Hey.
Good job.
Thank you.
Y'all take a few minutes, cool down, say hi if you need to see friends. I'll end the meeting here in a few minutes and I'll restart immediately with ROMWOD. So,
Yay.
yes.
Have a good Saturday.
Y'all too.
Hi, good job, everybody.
Misty.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the Zen planner for workout. Will you put that in there so we can?
Yes.
Score?
I always
Thank
leave the link until they announce it and I forgot to add it. Yes, I'll
Okay,
put that in right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna end this meeting, y'all, but I'm immediately gonna restart one so that it doesn't cut us off with ROMWOD, which it shouldn't. I'm thinking of what I just said. I may just start it because I think we still have 20 minutes left and it doesn't even usually cut off after the hour. So I may just start ROMWOD. It's not a long routine today. All right, well, keep it on if you want to stretch. Let's see. Hold on. Good question. Ugh. I don't know what's happening. My own face is showing.
I'll just text you.
All right, we have a 21-minute routine. Oh, hang on. Do one more thing. All right, here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to your daily program. We're super excited to be on location in Australia with a phenomenal athlete, Cara Webb. So please follow on with Cara as we get into today's program. Our first position, the extended arm lizard pose. Let's begin with the right leg forward and the left leg long behind you. In this variation of lizard, just try to keep your spine reaching forward with your arms forward, reaching wide for support. This will be a 2-minute pose. Stay passive and calm now for the next 2 minutes. are now 1 minute into this position. We still have 1 more minute to go. The time is up for the right side. I would like you to change to your left leg forward. Take a moment and set yourself up for the left leg forward extended arm lizard position. This will also be a 2-minute pose. 2 minutes starting now. You still have 1 more minute to go for the same position. The time is up for this position. Please come out of it, and I'd like you to set up for a saddle eagle for our next pose. You start with the saddle legs, keeping your spine tall, and then we continue by adding the eagle arms. This will be the right arm underneath the left arm. This saddle eagle will be a 1-minute position on each side. 1 minute starting now. Keeping your same leg position, just change left arm underneath your right arm now. This is the saddle eagle for another minute. Now undo your arms and come all the way out of the pose, and let's set up for our basic lizard position with your right leg forward. In this position, which is different than the extended arm, the back is more rounded and the forearms are on the floor or towards the floor on the inside of the right foot. This right leg forward lizard position, again done passively, will be a 2-minute hold. You still have 1 more minute on the same side in the same pose. The time is up for the right leg. Please change sides. This is our left leg forward, basic lizard position. Let your body fall into its natural position where it's comfortable. You feel the stretch, but you're not jamming or forcing it. Give me 2 minutes. Please stay for 1 more minute. Now please come out of the position and let's set up for a right leg forward frag in position, which will be our growing target and as well as some gluteal. With the right leg forward, kickstand the back left leg and let your body torso angle in between your legs. This is a gentle stretch into the groin and through the front right gluteal group, And this frag position will now be a 2-minute hold. Please stay in the same position passively for 1 more minute. The time is up for the right leg fragging. I'd like you to change now to your left leg fragging. Set the position up. Remember to stay passive. And then please stay calm for the next 2 minutes. You still have 1 more minute. The time is up for this position. The next pose, which will be our last pose, is our standing straddle. Please set up for a standing straddle. This is another growing target. And let's make sure that we use our arms on the ground to hold the body weight so we're not going too far. This standing straddle, again, passively holding for 2 minutes. you still have 1 more minute in the same pose. From here, please come out of the position nice and slow and lie down for the rebound, where you can take as long as you have time to take to enjoy resting after today's routine. Again, special thank you to Cara Webb for performing the positions for you to follow along. We hope you enjoyed it and be looking out for more routines with Cara in the future. We'll see you next time, everybody.